Hello, hello, friends. Schrient here, and I thought I'd play more of Hooked on You, Dead by Daylight visual novel. And we have Trapper on the right, Spirits, Wraith, and Huntress. Trickster's around somewhere. He disappeared again. But they want me to eat dinner, but I think it's Felix. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? You're not eating. This is gross. Look at that seagull. Wow, ever seen a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Wait, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Schrient. Pretty lame. Oh, no, why? Never compromise. Did you watch it? I don't remember who you are and how you got here. Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal. You missed standing in the sun. But the seagull? Oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're gonna feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or have someone poison you. No, wait. You haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. But the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again, the ocean. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator, and narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that character design, but I'll allow it. I brought you here. I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you'll pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise, others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you were, right? Yes. This place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, I gotta give it up to Ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cold water into your mouth. Hey, Wraith saved me! Now you're finally alone. Wraith looks at you eagerly. Hello? I don't care if the seagull actually waved at you, but understand the feelings looking at you from so far away and wanting to reach out. But did it wave to you? Wear it. Wear it. Rafe nods the nod of someone who just realized Shrine is a liar. Aw, darn it. Disappointed for you? No. Disappointed you. You know deep down disappointed yourself. More so than usual. Hey. Birds are flapping, so that's counting as waving. Oh boy. Looks like you're about to monologue. Now you've done it. How do I say this? It just, honesty is important to me. I've been burned too many times. Something about the word burn makes Wraith look away, far away, eyes brimming with tears, and yet at the same time, dead. Oh, he's crying, no! I understand. Wraith looks back at you with those sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to me. It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Oh great, I just got crabs. What? About my special bell. Oh yeah. What? The bell. A bell. Belonged to my father. He gave to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. He was ever in danger. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. Oh, his backstory. That's backstory. In a way. It didn't really work, but it's all I have of my family with me. Wow. Faith, thank you for telling me. Here, hold this. Whoa, Wraith just gave you his bell? Sound the alarms! What are you gonna do with this thing? I'm not in danger. Can I hold it delicately? You press the bell, running your fingers over its rusty... Is that dried blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you for sharing this important part of yourself. Hand the bell back. Wraith is looking at wistfully at the ocean. The ocean is beautiful. Not real. None of this is. Wraith looks at you more intense than ever. I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. As things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on the strange island. Uninvited Dwight and Claudette spinning across the island, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important we stick to the itinerary, and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. I strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Thanks. No, I passed out. The time for excuses? Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes with the... That's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! These two are funny. Once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you haven't been sitting to the schedule. Means we're behind on time for evening activities. And we only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but Storytime is a fair activity. It's a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us only one person gets to share? How do we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now, so I won't be angry. I'm gonna chop your head off. Clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize it's probably for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule even once? Donald? You try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Bus and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. No trap, none of that. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I announced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started in story time, so... Giant, who do you think should go? Oh, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn to a bloodbath. Wraith. I choose you, Wraith. Whoa, whoa. Our experience is being carefully avoid an IP infringed lawsuit. Let's be careful the catchphrases, will ya? I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. You lay carry on the skull on your spine as your little prop. The other goes laugh, Wraith pulls up skull and gaze in the hollow dark eye sockets. You're looking for something Shakespearean in this story? Look elsewhere. This tale of madness, of stirring the soul, of death, of never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. All his backstory. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder the stranger? How could he have this happened? He freed the stranger and ran off into the wailing arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before a shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees and unable to comprehend what's happening. He stared at the ground, too shocked to cry. The boss approached him. What did you do? He asked the boss. I did your job for you. What do you mean? That's not my job. My job's to crush the cars. The boss let a miserable scoff, his face confronting an evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. Why do you think you're crushing these cars? To save space? What do you think my clients are? I don't know, mumbled the young man. Yes, you do, screamed the boss. Deep down, you've always known what's happening here. Just didn't admit to yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money and I take care of their problems. Don't let their witnesses tie up their loose ends, or actually, you do. No. The man whimpered as the boss towered above him. Yes, you're nothing but an executioner. You've reaped hundreds of souls. Oof. The young man's body shook with soft spasms. He tried to stop crying. It was then the boss started laughing that happened. Something young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the smile of the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty slammed the trunk down on him, its stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty stared at the machine, stared at the boss and its sniveling, crying wet face. Oh. Ampy grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in farther, piercing the skin. Ampy squeezed and pulled him to hear bones popping and snapping. Over the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of his disgusting sack of body, he smiled. Okay, that... Yeah, I read his backstory before, but dang. They made it scarier. Wraith stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. Doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were, when you look in the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room until... I don't know what to say. I like that drum sound. Praise? I don't want to offer praise. Ask? Poor young man, I wonder what happened to him. Oh, yeah. We may never know. Well, wherever he is, I hope he's okay. I can't tell, but I think Rafe just smiles. Hard, weird to see him do it. On that note, everyone declares it's time for a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment for alone before bed. Words. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you heard is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds before Trickster shows up. He's playing his latest song. Hey, baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I've been hearing from those guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special that's in charge I don't want you to hear. Ooh, what you got to say, Trickster? Your 6-pack, 8-pack, 11-pack, what is that? I'm the ultimate catch on this island, the lobster and ocean of sardines. I don't give you what I can. Just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused of what to make of those cryptic clues, but you're not going to get any time yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you. Yeah. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression because, I guess that's not really my thing. Just know that if you got to know me then, I mean, look, theaters aren't around. And I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool? And like, I don't know, whatever, you know? A dip in the pool with the Wraith? You've come a long way since single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him or an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. What else am I supposed to do? You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. Just the right temperature for eating dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump in from the ocean to the pool, I'm also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Hey, do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told? Like a minute ago? Yeah. Yes? I mean, like, what did you think of the young man's story? Do you think he's weird? He's not weird, he's weird. I would forgive him. Oh, I don't know what to say. Not like too much. I'd forgive him. What happened to him would make anyone snap. And who knows what happened in this past to lead him to that point. He was just trying to be good. Yes, that's all he wanted, was to be good. Well, that makes sense. Did the young man remind you of anyone? Yes and no? Yes? Oh no. Yes and no. I think that's what makes such a great story. Unique and surprising, but labeled and familiar. I think we all know someone like that young man. I think we have a little bit of him inside of us. Faith giggles. Not a gross way like you're thinking, but a very silly one. I thought it'd be silly and cute. So he's imagining a tiny little version of himself dancing around his own belly. Because that's just who he is. You notice the temperature dropped significantly. Hey! Is it cold in this water now, or is it just me? Like my toes are turning to cubes. Wraith seizes up and shuts his eyes shut. Please, I can't be running the cube talk, not since I aired that story from somebody else a long time ago. We just told 2 minutes ago. Exactly! That one that wasn't about me. Used to be nervous that we were about to make things awkward when we barge in, but obviously we couldn't handle whatever was happening here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed. You? Not us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day cooped up with those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage late into the night. You know how to party with them. You got your own press relationships to tend to. You head over the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking at crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. But you don't know about your current. What don't you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look in the eyes of evil? What if you like it? Or you can dwell too much on your fate. Claudette and Dwight arrive. They're now familiar, creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. Is it menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight? We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. I have a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some musical betwixt? Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types who want to rob with their beauty sleep. Oh my gosh, why? Another minigame. Minigame has two parts, one top, bottom. This here upcoming minigame is special minigame. They're for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Oh, good. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. Well, it doesn't stop where you wanted to. That's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play? Would you like me to repeat? No, we're good. Ready? Away we go. As you relax, look at the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Wait, what? I don't even know what these are for. Let's go get different music. I don't know any of these stations. 96, okay. Let's see what... no matter how many times you listen, you still can't sleep. Decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. What? Would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Wraith? Of course. Wraith? Are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, don't laugh, promise. I promise. I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sound of bells or chimes. Think of it as white noise to drown out anything you might be hearing that's keeping you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams you can all hear coming from beyond the mountain? No. If that's a bit morbid, guess you could hold on to this chest piece of mine. Hey, a knight. Of course. It's a knight. They're brave like I wish I were. And the horsey is cute. Horsey, yes! You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed? You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Look, I'm not saying that my feelings are hurt because you chose to swim in some pathetic little teacup. You go swim in the vastness of the entire, me, I guess. I'm just saying that you made a full decision and I won't forget it. My feelings are hurt, I just lost no respect for you, that's all. What are you angry for? Ocean is angry. You awake suddenly see someone looming over you. Hi, Spirit. When you wake up, you find Spirit sitting beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Clearly she's noticed that you're awake, but she hasn't actually looked at you. Seems like she's pretty focused on that book. Seems like forever she stares at the page before finally shutting the book and setting it down. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, never mind. I saw the Wraith right before bedtime. I couldn't tell how you had to live, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better. It's completely by accident I even saw them over here. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. There's simply the best reading light, and the text in my book is very, very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously mind our own business types. No phony lookouts of each other as an excuse for just being nosy types. But, well, since you're here and I'm here, maybe we got other things in common? Who knows? If we spend a little bit more time together tomorrow, we might find that out. I don't know, we could get along. And by get along, I mean exist simply and comfortably without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person. Or not. Whatever, I don't even care. Bye. Okay. Good night and sweet dreams to you too, I guess. So maybe I need to not just focus on Wraith. The others are gonna get angry. Yeah, that's a bad thing. I don't know for real this time. Maybe you drift off sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez, it is. One of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. No, it's a reality show. I think today went really well. There was some of my first interactions with someone who was an parent that ended up bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. I'm content to win no matter what happens. What do you think of newcomer? Do I say, oh, I do? Attractive, mysterious. They don't know many of the words since I was raised by mom in the woods until she was skewered by elk and had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more about more than letting on this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit just screaming all the time, Major Buzzkill and a trapper. Ugh. Him being a trapper, he's buff, sure, but daddy, she's not sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own till mother died. Need a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human. Fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. This whole reality TV thing. I'm being honest, I just want to kill about every person I meet with a mixture of meat in a minute. And if people can tolerate it, I want to see suffer a long time. No, trapper. But this person, for some reason I would like them to continue living, for now. One false step in. Well, you know, everyone calls me trapper for a reason. They call me a trapper. They better call me trapper. But if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm gonna kill that Schrient guy. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Maybe the best not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? You know, I think I learned a lot about myself today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity. And my creeping desire to get revenge to keep me company. Now I know it. Now you know it. Still alive. Could you have died by now? Wow. You open your eyes, the sun is shining. It's not a cloudless sky, and you feel great. Today is totally well rested. I'm suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, you're on vacation? There's certainly nothing more than a strange dream. No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why, I have no idea. Obviously a weirdo. I have no way out. Speaking of weirdos, see the rest of the gang is hanging on the beach. So definitely not a dream. Wouldn't roll a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster, carrying coffee. Hey, Trickster. Morning, beautiful. Thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start the Kirby day off. Right. Do I want to drink that? Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind this joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Are they? What's up his bat? It looks, I don't know, like a floaty. But it's not, I bet. Also, wish you luck. Today is an important one. Only granted I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Budgeting issues. There you go, you're spraying everything. What budgeting issues? Awesome, just swamped of engagement, especially on Leader Island. Victor winks at you. If you want to ask him how to react to Leader Islands, now is the time. Never mind, he left. At least he brought me a cup of... No way, don't drink that. Don't drink it. What the heck was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. He definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, or torturing you yet. It's supposed to be Tropical Paradise, the type of place that give 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, review 2, non-internal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Oh gosh, YouTube. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did you possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock the coffee out of your hand? Oh, he did that. It's not paramount. The floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I'm the ocean. I dominate this land. Submerge those that defy me and become their watery grave. After speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. You know this place as an eternal prison of pain. I'm not saying it is. Even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, thumbs up review, of love, or that the type of thing you're into. No. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes in a place like this. White and Claudette work hard. You should really judge on its artist's merit. What? Words. Really judge it on its artistic intent. Whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing those elaborate simulations, I mean vacation's not an easy thing to do. Sometimes there's still some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perception's overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. Got to celebrate those who venture into their bare their souls as part of the creative process with the ultimate intent, making things for enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to summon this place actually being good? You don't say like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. I always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. But they do make great points. Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course, apologies. Last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Claudette, you gotta button that shirt better. Okay. I've been having a lovely time. It's been really entertaining. Yes, not suspicious. There's not a no option. Yeah, not at all suspicious. Not a no option here. But an encouraging response. Amber, so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette, maybe Schrient is suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. 0 chance. They're still clicking. Even right now to see how you respond. Hey, look at that. Yeah, don't know anything. Doesn't matter though, Schrient. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Schrient. To hear us, we're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We gotta sign away our rights to say anything negative about the place. Could you please send this non-disparagement agreement? No. No, not say anything negative on silent. Give my word that I am trying to agree with the terms of this verbal contact. Wait, I didn't say verbal. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey, Schrient is still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. Basically, that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games at resorts like this. Give a positive review. Anyway, I see Dwight and Clutch have gone to a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast! Perfect timing. Everyone rolls them down here to lard up in those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... Oh, so much for maintaining those beach bodies. We're all half naked in tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even Claire's watched their sodium intake. Take your place and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, lived all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, it wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. At least 5 today is 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, oh, that was bizarre. Back to your nope. After steps to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. All the possibilities of the strange Alan has in store. How open-minded. Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast, too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's because I slept well. And you know I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge ever sleep again, but because you all left me alone yesterday to be my best, not constantly annoyed self, I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, we're gonna go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. There may be something off about this island, but it's doing wonders for you. I meant like, you look well rested. I think you got some sleep enough. Oh, oh, good lord, never mind. I thought looking expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain to your made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see y'all soon. Done. What a power play. Keep on winning more. You're getting good at this game. I have a sexy true love experience. Maybe you didn't get any breakfast, but speed, so be it. No breakfast time. But I'm gonna end this episode here. It's not too long. And that was a lot. That was a whole lot going on. I don't know if I should like talk to everyone else throughout the day or just stick with Wraith. I'll see. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed and have an awesome day. Bye.